So I've had a lot of teachers ask me, what is the best way to send a PDF to students that they could write on? Now, many students are able to edit a PDF by marking it up, but I think there is a better way. The first thing you need is a PDF. So maybe you found something online, maybe you have a workbook with PDFs inside of it. You're going to need to take a picture or a screenshot of that PDF to turn it into a picture file. So I am going to hit Shift Command 4 on my Mac. It opens up the screenshot, and I take a picture of it. Now, my pictures are automatically going down here to the desktop. It says screenshot. I am going to go ahead and rename that right now. Okay, so now that I have that taken, notice it's not a PDF anymore. If I was to open this, it would open in my picture viewer because it is a picture file now. So that is a very important step. The next thing that you're going to want to do, and this is not the only way to do this, but this is a way I would recommend, is open up Google Slides. So if you go to your waffle, open up Google Slides. And the reason why I'm suggesting slides, we are using Google Classroom a lot, and things seem to work a little better when you use Google products in Google Classroom. So I'm going to go ahead and choose this blank. But you'll notice when I do this, Google Slides is made to go on a wide screen in front of the room because it's presentation software like PowerPoint or Keynote. So I'm going to change the setup into one that looks more like a worksheet or a standard piece of paper. So over here where it says File, go down to where it says Page Setup. And instead of doing widescreen, I am going to go to where it says Custom. I'm going to change this to 8.5 by 11, which is a standard sheet of paper. I'm going to press Apply. So most teachers at this point that have been teaching online for a couple of weeks do know that you could send a Google product to the students and you can make a copy for each student so they could edit it. The only problem with that is they could also edit whatever you put on here. So you would not want to just take this picture and drag this on top. What you would want to do is go to where it says background, where it says choose image. Now you could have saved this in your Google Drive. I happen to have it right on my desktop. So it says pretend worksheet. There it is. I pressed open. And done. So it goes ahead and goes in, and so this is how the students would see it, but the difference is it's on a background. So when they are marking something up, or they're not going to be able to change this background, this box is here that you already have set up. So now students could take text boxes and write on this, but for some students, it's a little hard to do that. So you might want to go ahead and put text boxes already in here for them. And you'll see this very common online on fillable forms online. So what you basically do is you go up and grab this text box. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this text box. I'm going to make it almost the same size as this rectangle that I have here. And I am going to write click here to type. Now I've seen some teachers change the ink color here. If you want, that's up to you. So it just kind of makes it so it's easier for students to see what they are writing. That's fine. You could repeat that over and over. Like so basically put a box right here, or you could copy this one if you don't want to have to do this. I just click on this little circle here, copy it by hitting Command C. I press paste by hitting Command V, which is right next to C on the computer. Then I'm just going to go ahead and move this box down. And I am going to go ahead and repeat that same thing. So I'm going to hit copy paste. I'm going to copy it one more time. Now you notice this PDF is something I made just because you do have to be careful of making sure you're giving credit to whoever made this PDF. So if you bought it online and they say you're not allowed to use it in this manner, you have to follow their copyright. But now all I would do from here, so I'm going to first of all give this a title. I'm going to go up here and call this something. So I'm going to call this So now this is very easy. When kids go to fill this in, they'll just click right here and type, and they won't be able to change the background at all. So to put this on Google Classroom, I'll real quickly show you that. I mean, there is a longer tutorial in my playlist if you want to look for it. Now I'm in a pretend science class right now. So I open up one of my pretend classes. This happens to be science, so just pretend it says ELA. When I press go to classwork and press create an assignment, I cannot stress enough how important it was to remind kids to press Turnitin this week. So I have this. I don't have the sheet in yet. I'm going to press add. I'm going right to my Google Drive. It'll be the last thing in my drive since it's the last thing that I worked on. So there it is. I press add. And when I do this right here where it says students can view file, that's not what I want. I want to make a copy for each student. So when I get that back, they each have their own copy when they return it into me. And over here, obviously, you could do the rest of the stuff like you normally do. So I'm going to press assign. And that's it. That's I think one of the easiest ways to make a fillable worksheet.